Hello, my name is SvenP. In today's video, I built this with Mustard Plays. His channel is the best channel for keeping up with what's going on in the Fortnite world, so make sure you are subscribed to him. And to me, of course, we started off with getting a little bit of a sense of the theme by setting the fog and light color. Fog would be 30% yellow, and light color would be red.
Oh yeah, that'll look totally cool. I like the Bowser theme. I think
All
that's
right.
kind of cool. Fiery lava.
So we decided on a fiery, epic lava castle, and we'll be using the Princess Gallery in order to make that. How can you make an epic fiery castle with a Princess Gallery? Sounds a little girly. How can we solve this problem? Here's one way. This block here, that is kind of small and detailed and delicate looking, can be resized to be thick and tall and epic and manly. No, just kidding. Point is, with it being this size, it looks a lot more majestic, epic, and generally better. The thing that we are building right now, actually, is going to be a template that we will copy-paste and place all over the place. So that's why I'm placing that little tower on the right side, because that makes it a more useful block to copy-paste and place here and there. Usually when doing this and placing stuff up in the air, I have grid snap turned off, because then it will naturally be placed on the grid, which is important. Usually I use a floating platform that is connected to the build template that I'm placing, to make it so that I can place it at any height without requiring any connection to the ground. For some reason this didn't work right now, so all of these building pieces are actually connected to the ground. We had one tiny little pillar holding the whole thing up. You can see that pillar in the front here. So basically, if just that pillar disappears, the whole build will collapse. But we copy-pasted some more walls all the way down to the ground, so that it would have a stronger connection and accidents like that wouldn't happen. The next thing on the agenda would be to build towers. Mustard made some round towers, and I made a square one. We're again using the template strategy here. We only had 2 hours to build this. So using templates like this makes it so much faster to build things. Another cool thing is that on the edges here, I had this block here sort of as a little frame to make the tower look a little bit more detailed, because just having these walls here looks a little weird. The next step of the process would be to make a giant castle. We would save these towers for later, because we wanted to make the big castles before the towers attaching to it. I was trying out a really useful copy-paste technique. The whole process was pretty challenging and required a lot of planning. So I'm gonna play this part in normal speed, with the audio of us discussing things together.
You could do 15 maybe, because it's 45 wide. Let's see,
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 13, 14, 15.
I'm doing build to prop turned on and trying to put it exact on the grid. It needs, for this to work properly, it needs to be exact on the grid because it's a little bit delicate. But since I'm doing things with corners here, it's
go
this
up
part
a little bit.
Can't be off grid. No, this is exactly right.
Oh, that's how you want it? Okay.
I think that's how I want it.
All right, that's cool.
You'll see that it's the same kind of thing here, right?
Uh-huh.
That it's a tiny bit off, but a tiny bit off in the same way.
Okay.
So it will be a tiny bit off in the same way here too. And a tiny bit off in the same way here as well.
And I guess because we're probably putting like the towers right on the corners, right? And that's gonna cover that up.
Yep.
Got it.
But this is not the super 200 IQ thing though. This is
this is
like the 120 IQ thing. I don't know if the 200 IQ thing is gonna work because I definitely do not have 200 IQ, but we'll see. So the genius building piece that always works, of course, the platform thing, because when you copy paste things with build to prop turned off, it behaves in a better way than when you copy paste it with it turned on. I don't know if you've noticed that when you copy paste a lot of things that it doesn't really line up perfectly.
Yeah.
But if you have a structure that's like the platform thing that has the properties of build to prop turned off, if that makes sense, then it will be perfectly on grid, ideally, hopefully.
Oh, I see. So then it's easy to just copy and paste going up.
Yes, so because of this 200 IQ solution, it's now possible to copy paste this going up, and
and it's perfectly lined up too.
Yeah. Now that we were done with making the base of the castle, we could start placing some of these towers. Mustard had made a couple of towers in different sizes. I just made this one a tiny bit taller. We struggled a little bit with finding the exact position for these, but we landed on having the small ones on the corner and the big ones close to each other on the sides of the wall. It's a little bit hard to see exactly where to place these, but also remember when doing things like this, if you make a tiny little mistake, that's kind of just the charm of things, to have the height of walls have a tiny bit variety. Anyways, the placement of these towers turned out super cool, I thought. From the castle gallery, and grabbing this chessboard looking block. It's very reflective and cool, fits perfectly for a lava theme. Placing out some floating platforms so that I have somewhere to put them. Then I'm copy pasting them all, placing them on top of them with build to prop turned off. It is a lot easier to place these things because of the way that I made sure that the octagonal walls were placed exactly on the grid, even with build to prop turned on. And when I have placed those on all of the 4 corners where it's possible to place them, I'm copy pasting the rest of them, and then I will be able to just flip them 90 degrees and then place them on the right positions. This ended up looking super cool, I thought. After placing the rest of these ceilings, I was thinking about what sort of nature I wanted to have on this map. And there was a trick with sand that I wanted to try out. So the standard sand block is very nice. If you resize it all the way, it will actually look exactly the same as the small one. So the design will go into each other.
Yeah.
So you can see that the waves and everything are shared. One very easy way of making something cool there is do grid snap off and just have it be on a slight angle forward. Yep. So when you then put this outside here, rotate it around a little and then
just make sure it's connected. Yeah.
For a nice, like sort of like round natural thing here. Then maybe have the degree a tiny bit further up, and then connect it all the way to the.
Oh, that looks so good.
The edge, and that makes it quite, you know.
Like it feels seamless.
Random. Yeah. Yes. Another block that I got from the Arid Cliff Gallery is this square one here. That block is going to help me seam out some of the edges here, because it has a lot more volume to it than just being a flat block. So just placing these all over the place, sort of in a circle to some degree, is a very nice way of making the sand look natural. So I placed some sand all over the place, and then Mustard finished the castle. He made some ginormous towers in 4 different positions, and then a volcano in between them. I was so amazed with this awesome lava going down. It was super epic. I placed the square towers that I made at the beginning on each side of this gate here. These gates are from the Princess Gallery. Also grabbing these stairs, some ceilings and some round walls from the Princess Gallery. The round ceilings goes perfectly with the round stairs. Same walls that were used on the towers can be used as walls to go around the ceilings here. And then for an extra dose of epicness, I'm adding some skeleton horns around this path. And with that, the build is finished.